Hey guys, it's your girl Tonia. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about and doing this look here with the Huda Beauty new nude palette. I just got my hands on this. I know I'm a little bit late to the game as far as this palette, but I feel like I needed this in my arsenal. Like, if you love shades like this, like these shades are so freaking beautiful, and they're mauvey and they're pink. Those are shades that I love to wear. Like, I literally love to wear these types of shades. And even though there's only one dark shade in this palette, I still love all of these shades. So if you guys want to see me apply this look here, stay right here and we will get into it. Alright, you guys, so this is the look that I have created with the Huda Beauty nude palette. This palette is just so freaking pretty, and it was so many color combinations that I could put together. I felt like everybody kind of was doing the same one on YouTube, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I definitely wanted to use this glitter shade, which is a little different. Pressed glitters, they work out really good and there's not a lot of fallout, which I kind of thought that was pretty amazing. But it has 10 matte shades, and then it has like these 4 kind of pearlized shimmers, a dual chrome, and then the concealer, which I did use in the look today to kind of do the halo, and the glitter stuck to it quite well, so I was pretty impressed with that. So let's just go ahead and get into the look after I've just rambled on for 5 minutes. So yeah. Alright, so I zoomed in so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm super stoked about using this palette. Like, the palette is everything. Like, it's just the truth. Like, these shades in here, man, are so beautiful. And I've had a chance to pretty much use a lot of them. Not all, but a lot. So, for my eyeshadow base, though, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas in the deep shade, which is called Etch. I'm going to use that as my shadow base. And I have a video about this that will probably be up before this video or right after, but I will link it in the description box or up in the cards. About this video, about this eye primer. I'm just going to use my Real Techniques eyeshadow blending brush to kind of buff it out. And I do believe this is pretty full coverage. I like it. And I usually don't use eyeshadow primers. I usually use my concealer. But I really do like this. It's pretty good. Just kind of pat it in because I like it a little bit damp, because it really has a grab to it, so it just kind of grabs the shadows. Which I like. And I like the shade. I don't think I would go any lighter. because I feel like when I go lighter, it really kind of makes my eyelids look a little too gray because they're pretty dark. So I'm going to go in with the shade Teddy, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that in my crease. And it kind of comes off kind of like a rosy pink color, but it's not. On me, in the pan, it looks kind of tannish, like a mauve brown, but on my lid, it looks totally different. Alright, since we got that shade down and buffed out, so the next shade we're going to go into is going to be this shade right here, which is called Spanked. And I'm just going to take that same brush I was just using, and I'm just going to kind of go right back into that crease area and kind of buff that out. Alright, so that's been buffed out and laid down. Next shade we're going to use is this shade right here called Love Bite, which is the deepest shade in the palette. It is so pretty. I do feel like this shade reminds me very much of the Natasha Denona Mini Lila Poison Berry shade. It reminds me of that. Yeah, I feel like it is similar to this shade, but I'm just gonna put this right here on the outer V, and I'm also gonna put it in the inner V as well. And I'm gonna do, like, as you can see, a halo eye. And whatever I have on the brush, I'm going to just kind of drag it in the middle here. And I'm just going to buff everything out. Okay, so I'm just going to take this little Luxie brush that came in one of my Boxy Charm. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to go into this shade right here and just kind of highlight my brow bone. It's called Play. And I'm just going to tap that. And I kind of just like to make sure everything is kind of blended in. So I'll blend it in with that. Make sure it's nicely blended. So I'll take my little blending brush here and just kind of make sure everything is blended. So okay. So now we're going to go into the concealer shade because we're going to use that. We're going to cut this crease a little bit. So I'm going to use my MAC 194 concealer brush. I really don't think MAC makes this brush anymore, but they have a concealer brush. This is the one I have. So I'm just going to tap in the middle here. So it does have a little bit of a grab to it, which I kind of like. I don't do a lot of cut creases though, I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to play with the glitter. So I'm just going to take my finger and go into the red glitter shade, which is called Excite, and that's how it looks. And I'm just going to tap it onto the concealer. I feel like the concealer really has a good grab to it. That's pretty. Alright, so I'm just going to take this brush right here, which is another one of those Lexi brushes, and I'm going to go into the deep shade, which was Love Bite, and I'm just going to kind of deepen up those corners. So I'm just going to kind of go into those and kind of blend it out a little bit more. But I'm also going to go into the shade Kinky, which is this shade right here. That's one I like. That's that dual chrome-ish color. I think that I'm saying it right. I'm going to put that right on the glitter area where the glitter and the dark meet, and it kind of helps it to blend in better because the color kind of is the color in between the two. So it gives it a little bit of a shift. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to go back in with, actually I'm going to use this brush, that same brush I used, and I'm going to go back into Love Bite, and I'm just going to kind of make it go a little bit more into the crease. Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to take my Morphe brush and just kind of blend everything out, make it look soft. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with with this shade right here, which is called, what shade are we using for the inner corner? I feel like we used Crave. I feel like that's the shade I used to put in my inner corner. Yep, that's what I used. Alright, so I'm going to pop on some lashes, and I will be back to do, shoot. So I am going to pop on some lashes, and I will be right back with the overall look and my overall thoughts and everything about the Huda Beauty New Nude Palette. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so my overall thoughts and everything on this Huda Beauty Nude palette. I really like these shades. These are shades that I would probably wear on a consistent basis. These are shades that I love to wear, which is why I bought the palette. I felt like if you already have like shades like this in other palettes, you probably don't need this. This is a $65 price point. You know what I'm saying? So, but these are shades that I like. I kind of heard a couple people say that this palette is kind of comparable to the Naked 3 palette, which I have. And I kind of think the cool sides are kind of like it. But this is the Naked 3 palette. And this is this palette. Like, I feel like maybe these shades right in here are like similar to those. But other than that, I don't see where that's a difference. And most of the colors in that palette are cool tones. So, yeah. And another thing I do like about it, I like that it has a big mirror here, but I also like that it has this little concealer here. That's really innovative. Like, just to have that to do a cut crease if you want, because that'll make it perfect for travel. You don't have to have a couple of different things to do that with. So, but I do suggest putting a little piece of plastic or something over it, kind of to just keep it moist, and then also to keep the fallout of it. It does have a lot of kick up in the pan, but I didn't see any fallout on my eyes when I did this look. Like, and you guys saw me doing an application of it, so you saw that there wasn't any fallout or anything like that. I think it came out really pretty actually. So yeah, I'm really kind of feeling it. I'm really feeling it. So let's talk a little bit about these shades here. So there are 10 mattes, and then there's these 4 kind of pearl lesson. They look like there's little specks, white specks in there, but they come out like beautifully. Let me just, this is the shade Crave, and I swear this is like one of my absolute faves. Like, it is just one of my favorites. And it's like a rose gold, and it's so pretty, and it has like a green shift to it almost. Like, it's so pretty. The other one is called Fantasy, and it's more of a pinky type of a rose gold, and it's a little bit deeper in shade. That is that. Next one is Daydream, which is this kind of lavender one, and it kind of comes off kind of pink actually when you swatch it. And then the other shade, which is Charmed, which looks like kind of like a brownie, but when it comes off like almost rose goldy. So yeah, those are those colors. I don't have any shadows that have that type of texture, so they are really pretty though. I really enjoyed using those. The glitters in the pan, they're okay. Like, I mean, I do feel like there's a lot of fallout with the glitters. I feel like there's glitter in my eye right now, you know, but they're very pretty. This dual chrome shade is very pretty. I like it. Like I said, if you're into pinks and that type of thing, then this pinks and purples, this palette would be a good palette for you to get. If you're not, I would probably save my coin and just, you know, use what you have. So, but I like those types of colors. I feel like there's tons of looks that you can create with it, and it is just a beautiful palette. So yes, I love this palette. I would recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys could have went anywhere else, but you came here. So thank you guys. I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.